What if I told you that throwing your work in the trash may actually be the key to creative block? Well, we're about to test that theory. But first, if you're new here, I'm Hunter Myers, the face and mind behind Verger Design Co., and your partner in this journey to getting creatively unblocked. Now, this whole project started with a book. Well, actually, it started with a whole lot of frustrated hours staring at the blank page, feeling like I couldn't produce anything. Then came the book, and hopefully our holy grail to creative freedom. In it, Danielle Krysa interviews 50 different artists, all with 50 different styles, mediums, and evidently 50 different ways to get the creative juices flowing again. Our goal is to test each and every project to see which works best to get creatively unblocked. Together, we're going to explore the tips and tricks from each artist in this book, from collaging, to drawing, to painting, to, in today's case, throwing our stuff in the trash. So grab a pen and paper or whatever you have lying around, and let's get to it. Welcome to Creative Unblock. Okay, so today's creative mentor is Arian Behzadi, a collage and mixed media artist who's worked with major clients like Entertainment Weekly, Gap, Elle, and Esquire. Now, I absolutely love Arian's work, especially his use of mirroring and repetition, which is something that I use in much of my collage and illustration work. He winds up doing a lot of digital collaging, and in his interview, he shared that he sources a lot of his materials from old magazines or books that he finds in libraries and then scans onto a computer. He then transforms these pieces into these really mesmerizing collages, which, as you can see, are really freaking cool. I personally feel like there's something kind of hypnotic about the way that he duplicates and manipulates these vintage images, pairing them with really cool pops of color and texture. Something else that I really love about him is that Arian actually has a bachelor's degree in neurobiology. So he went to school to become a doctor and then wound up being a graphic designer. And as someone who went to school for English and sociology and now runs a graphic design business, I feel a special kind of kinship to another successful artist who didn't go to art school. Now, I'll drop the links to his Flickr and website so you can check out more of his work, but let's get into what we are all here for, which is getting creatively unblocked. So here's what he had to say about creative block and what he does. He says, "When I have creative block, I give as much of myself to it as I can. Then I completely stop and throw it away. Then if that idea lingers in my mind, I try to recreate what I threw away." So he believes that in the process of recreating, you often wind up discovering something that couldn't have occurred in the first round. So here's his challenge to us. Draw something, stare at it, trash it, draw it again, stare at it, trash it. Repeat this cycle, and once you feel you're done, unscramble all those trash pieces and line them up in order. Now, this feels kind of terrifying to me as someone who hoards all my sketches. I don't oftentimes throw things away, but I'm very, very excited to give this a shot. Now, typically we would film this in the studio, but it is blazing hot in there. So we will be filming everything here at the desk. So like I said, grab your supplies and I'll meet you right back here once you're ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, so we are about to dive into this. This is the best setup that we could get, so buckle up because we're just gonna do the activity. That's what you're here for. Alrighty, so first thing, I am using my bearded dragon as inspiration. So that is who we are drawing today. She is currently in her cage because she is sick, but otherwise she would be here so you guys could see her. But let's get started. So the first piece that we are going to do, and remember, it's to draw a piece, stare at it, throw it away, do it again. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know how many we're gonna go through, but we're along for the ride. Okay, so I'm gonna start with an eye. She's got a big mouth. Kind of see it here. I'll bring it down to here so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm left-handed, so unfortunately you guys don't get to see me draw it very well. Get this eye in here, color that in. I want to give her a tongue. Okay, so this is number one. I'll hold it up for you to see. All There we go. Okay, so this is our first picture. So I'm going to stare at it, see what I like about it, and then we'll do another one. So, oh, and we have to crumple it up and toss it. Okay, next sheet. Let me mark it with a number 2. Okay, so what I liked about the last one is I liked that we got the beard well. I think this one, she squints a lot, so I'm gonna actually do a squinting eye. If you have a bearded dragon, you know what I'm talking about. The side eye is real. Let me see. Little teeth. Okay, this already looks way too evil. That's okay. Again, the whole point of this is to have fun, to get drawn. I promise I'm a good artist. You just can't tell with these drawings right now, folks. Okay. You know, it it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But that's what we're here for. So this is number 2. Though not digging the eye. I'm not digging that eye. The mouth is a little too wide here, and I don't like that the frills are going upwards. So fortunately, this activity is all about throwing shit in the trash. So next one. Number 3. Okay, I liked the round eye. We're going back to the round eye. I thought that was nice. Let's do this. Maybe I want to add a little notch for her nose. We got her wee little teeth, but really, and I want her to be more smiling. Because if you have a bearded dragon, you know what I'm talking about. They have so much personality. We'll still add the tongue. With this one, I'm gonna try to add the ear hole too. I already like that better. Okay, got our nose. We'll add the eye. We're gonna add this little dollop thing there, the little reflection in the eye. Okay, I'm actually really liking this one. Here's number 3. There we go. So I added the ear hole in, we adjusted the frills, got the big eye back in because she looks a lot friendlier with that eye. I got rid of some of the teeth too. I just felt that the teeth were a little spooky, so got rid of that, got her nose hole. I'm gonna I think this one might wind up being my favorite, but we'll crumple it up anyways and we'll try one more. This one, let's see, so this is gonna be number 4. I'm labeling them so we can lay them out and know which ones were which and when. Okay. I think for this one, I actually want to draw her straight on, which is gonna be much harder. But let's give it a shot, so. Nose, mouth. We'll still have it open, which may look a little creepy, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're learning. Okay, this one actually now may be my favorite. Okay, here is our, our 4th variation. So we're a little more straight on. This one is quite funny. We're gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another straight on one. I think the proportions are a little strange here. I like how cartoony it looks though. So hopefully one more. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Number 5. If she was here and I was not drawing her from memory, I think that this would be easier. You'd think though, with as much as I stare at her, that I would know what she looks like by now, but evidently not. I should add a photo of her on screen so you guys can see. Okay, look at that eye there. Little nose. Look at the nose. Frills. Yes, or spikes is what they are. They're not really frills. A little ear back there. I don't know. I'm not liking this one. That's okay. That's okay. Because guess what, folks? We get to throw it in the trash. I may go back to the side view. Here's... You know what though? By the end of this, I'm gonna be so much better at drawing her. Okay, one more. We'll do one more. And if you're drawing along, which I hope that you are, I'd love to see what you have created in your drawings and hear how many you have done. So let's see. We're going back. No, we're doing the front view one more time, and then this will be it. Regardless of how we feel about it. No takebacks. I feel like now that I've decided that this is the last one, it is turning out much better. Maybe I took it more seriously. Add her tongue in. Add the side of her mouth. Okay, this is actually really cute. Cartoony for sure, but that's the vibe today. Okay, and there we have it. Our 6th and final bearded dragon drawing. I'm gonna wad it up still so that it looks like the rest of them, and then we will check them all out side by side by side. Okay, so that was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Even though I had to record it a second time, because the first time my freaking camera was too full and I had to start over. So even doing it a second time, I had just as much fun. So I hope that you had fun doing this activity as well. What I am seeing, and I've got them all laid out in front of me, and you'll be able to see this on the screen too. But it looks like 3 is my magic number, because in each of these sets, so I did the ones that were kind of facing sideways and then the ones that are a little more like 3/4 view. The third one that I did was my favorite. So I feel like the first 2 is all about kind of testing out different variations, finding what I liked and didn't like, and then kind of combining those 2 for the final one. So I thought that this was very, very fun. And that's the point of getting creatively unblocked, correct? It's to have fun while you're doing it. So if you did this activity with me, please let me know in the comments what you thought. I don't know if you can add photos on YouTube, but if you can, add photos of what you've created. I'd love to see it. You can reach out to me on Instagram as well and share your drawings there. Next time, we'll be doing another really fun activity. I'm going to tease it. It's got some portraiture in it, which is one of my favorite things. So definitely follow along if you liked this video and want to see more of them or want to continue following this creative Unblocked project. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, share it with friends. I will see you in the next one.